Good morning. It is now New Year's Day, January 1st, 2026. But it is now the sunrise morning version. Guys, today's going to be a great day. We are going to be going up to Saint Augustine, you and I, having our talk. I want to welcome all of you. 3,993 family members. That is awesome. Now, if you are new, we don't call you subscribers because that means nothing really. It's just a subscriber is a number. Family member, somebody you talk to, somebody you get to know. And that's what you are. That's why our email addresses are public in there. So that way at any time, you can always reach out to us. Yeah, we can have talks, whatever you want. If you have some issues going on, you want to get advice on, whether it's from Tiff, me, whatever. Yeah, we have that available for you. But yeah, today is going to be a great day. We are going to go up to Saint Augustine. We are going to have an amazing time. Now, yesterday I put up a poll. Which is the better path to pursue? Master's Computer Science leads back to IT. Master's English Teaching leads to English teacher and doctorate. It's a 50-50 split now. So yeah. And when it comes to comments, I've actually enjoyed reading that. And YouTube be fan forever. Getting into education, always need for educators and great benefits, plus summer and holidays off. Hours are quite good too. That is true. Outdate shorts. I'd stay at Universal if I was you and give the car back, get a 2021 Ford Focus. Like we talked about yesterday, that's just not possible. Plus, I've grown to love that Mustang actually. And not to mention, today we are going to be doing the first road trip with that Mustang. Going up to Saint Augustine and having our talk up there about the future plans and everything. And if you're new to the channel and to our life and you're wondering, why Saint Augustine? Why not just pop over to Universal or something? It's like right down the road from you. One, Universal is my work. Two, there's way too much copyright music everywhere. And three, it's just so freaking loud. Saint Augustine also is a place from my childhood where I had some of my best memories. Whether it was being with my family, or whether it was a 4th grade teaching trip that I went up there. A field trip, I mean. With Mr. Gordon and everyone. That's pretty much why. But yeah, I am just so excited. We're going to begin on the road at about 10:30. So we'll arrive up there about 12:30-ish. But yeah. Last night, we had a great time staying up to midnight. And honestly, I am not going to lie to you. I could not stay up that long. I actually passed out from 11 to 11:50, I think it was, dear.
It was about 10:40.
10:40? Okay. Yeah, it was about an hour or so. But, yeah, I couldn't do it. I wanted to, really. But I was just like, alright, I'm done. I'm sleepy. Yep, I'll wake myself back up. So I set an alarm on the phone and also on the HomePod. So I was sure I would wake up. But guys, I'm going to enjoy some coffee now. Relax. And get ready to head out. Also, my belly is making rumbling sounds. I think it wants food. I don't know. All I do know is that we are going to go out today and we're going to have a great time. And we're going to talk. I'm going to express my views on the upcoming plans. And there we go. And put them into place firmly. No holding back, no change in plans. this is what it'll be. So guys, I'm going to enjoy the coffee now, and let's get ready to get going out. Okay, so now I'm going to switch over to my external microphone, just in case we go ahead and have any major wind breeze. So we came up here to go ahead and talk about a few topics. Health, career/education, and family. Those are the three cores. So let's start with the health. As you know, from all the stuff that I published, that the whole blood test came back a little bit on the higher side. And that was okay, because we initiated a plan to not cut out bad food necessarily, but to cut back on bad food. That was the entire initiative. And truthfully, we've been doing pretty good so far at that. Cutting back on junk food, not snacking at night, eating more fruits and stuff like that during breakfast time. We also changed over from bagels over to English muffin. Changed our peanut butter as well. Went to a more natural peanut butter. So overall, small changes add up to a big picture change. And that is what really worked out.
Why would it take you too long?
Now, the next stage of it was introducing more exercise, getting out more. That is going to be the hardest part. And the reason why being that really, it takes time to do that. But one way I could start is over at work. Not taking the escalators, instead using the stairs. There we go, problem solved. So, small changes add up to a big picture. And that's the biggest part of it all. The other part of the health is the mental health too. And I'll talk more about that in the family part. Because spending more quality time with the family is also important as well. Going out, doing things, and all that, that's just as important. Now I know I'm up here in Saint Augustine, away from Tiff, but truthfully, trying to bring Lily up when she's not feeling well would not have been a great idea. So coming up here like this, it's a nice area, what can I say? And so far, I've been enjoying it. Are we off to a bad start with a $40 parking? Yes, but oh well. You know, it is what it is. It's New Year's Day. I should have known better, and I should have researched out the parking a little bit better. That's for sure. Or arrived up here a half an hour sooner. See? Then I wouldn't have been hit with that. But hey, it is what it is. Let's go ahead, let's keep walking around. And we'll get into more subjects as well while we're walking. But next, I'm getting hungry, so let's go eat at our favorite restaurant. Okay? Let's do it. And a great spot to talk about our next subject. Family. So when it comes to our next subject, family, family to me has two different meanings. One, the family of Tiffany and I, and Lil, and my mom and all the others that are still around. And then our extended family of you guys. So when it comes to family, going into 2026, we're gonna be going ahead and trying to figure out a way that I can go down to either one really good paying job while I'm doing school, or figuring out a better work-life balance with the families. Now, daily vlogging will always continue. Don't get me wrong, that is not ending at all. I have no desire to end that, okay? But what I do desire is to go out more, show more things off, and do it with Tiff and Lil. That is definite. Because really, going out places is something that we have been missing quite a bit on. And the reason why is because I have been basically working nonstop either over at Universal or substitute teaching. So one of the things that I want to do when it comes to family are little day road trips every now and then, you know? Using the AdSense revenue to pay for a trip to a new area that we haven't been to in Florida to start with. And then culminating at the end of the year with like an out-of-state trip. That is what I really want. And I think that we can achieve that by two areas. One, a better paying job. And two, go ahead and increasing where we are at with you guys. Right now, we are just on YouTube. We do have Facebook and TikTok, but we don't use TikTok really, which is going to change. I can go ahead and create some little shorts off of some of the videos, post them over to TikTok, some quick takes of Tiffany and I and Lil, and there we go. When it comes to Facebook, we can go ahead and start publishing more photos there. Instagram, same thing. And finally, a revamp of the Our Micro Family gift store to include products that you guys actually could use. Products that you want, but at prices that are affordable. That's the other part. I see so many influencers and actual influencers that have lots of subscriber base, you know, and they go ahead and they jack up their prices on everything. Something that I refuse to do. So that is the next step. The next part of what will be changing. Better work-life balance, diversifying where we actually post to, and number three, products in the store that you actually want and could use, but at affordable prices still. And I think by combining all of those will give us the money that we need to go ahead and pay for an end of the year road trip out of state. And that is why I love the Mustang. It is a wonderful ride. It is so enjoyable. And it's an amazing car. I'll tell you that for sure. So much more than the Honda Accord. That is for sure. I know there's fighting words, but come on, it's a way better payment. And I was more comfortable paying $629 for a car that I've dreamed of ever since I was working at a Ford dealership than a car that is just, all right, there we go, we got a car. You know, and I would be paying in the 700s for. So yeah, that is my next part of what is going to be changing. So far, we have covered health and now family. And we're also going to be welcoming in new family members as well from our online extended family. And every day we're adding in more people, which makes me really happy. And not to mention the views, the likes are going up, which I also like. And I want to say thank you for all that. I really do, because I genuinely appreciate it. Let's keep walking, and let's try to find something to eat that doesn't have a 30-minute wait or more. Yeah. And I don't want to have to eat at a Buc-ee's right now. Although they do have good food, I've been told. So who knows? Maybe we'll get something small on the way back there too. For now, let's just try to find something. All right, wonderful cold brew, surrounded by great families, and truthfully, today has been an up and down day. We started down with $40 parking. We went up with that amazing chicken and waffle and cold brew. But here's the thing. What you guys have been really wanting to know is what is going to be the education and career path going forward? It's something I've teased along the way, something I've flip-flopped and back and forth on, and honestly, I'm tired of flip-flopping. I'm ready to go ahead, put the spike in the ground, and go ahead and nail down the plan. First, Valencia Community College will be where I get my professional certification, okay? That is where I will get the teaching professional certification done, because I already hold one when it comes to business education. Step 2, okay? When it comes to the talk about Penn State University, and also when it comes to UCF / other schools that do teaching programs, I've decided I am going to do the Master's in Teaching program from a Florida university. I will not do the Penn State University Computer Science Master's program. I've chosen that because of two main reasons. One, Eddie Money, musician from the 80s. You can never go back. Going back for me would be going back to the IT life, okay? Sounds great on paper, okay? But there comes a lot of drawbacks. Like one, I'm gonna be competing against a lot of younger people that are coming out of college, okay? And they're gonna all have computer science degrees as well. So that's number one. But that's not the issue, because competing against others can be a good thing, because it can bring out the best in you. But the main thing is, over the past year, since I was let go from my IT job, I have been doing substitute teaching for the past 6 months now? And that I have been enjoying. I have genuinely loved substitute teaching. I have loved the feedback I get from the kids and from the teachers. I love the administration that I've been dealing with. I love when one of them comes in and gives me support and says, hey, whatever you need, we got your back. Or hey, how about you try this instead with the kids? Or, hey, check out this one here. This one you might have a little bit of a problem with. So having that kind of support has led me to really loving teaching, okay? To the point, I will be looking at a master's in English or social studies, preferably English, okay, degree from a Florida university. The reason why is because I have been enjoying the educational books that I've been studying. They have been amazing and so cool to see. That's number one. But most importantly, I know that teaching doesn't exactly give the best pay, okay? And I know every year you're up for a review and you could be declined a spot for the next school year. I know that. But that can come with any company. But what really excites me is the fact that I will be giving back to a new generation as well. And most importantly, the ability to take it elsewhere. And what I mean by that, okay, is let's just say we're not happy down here in the Sunshine State. Let's just say, we say, you know what? Florida life isn't for us anymore. We want to see Georgia, we want to see somewhere else. Well, we can. And I can go take my degree and also go ahead and take a lot of other stuff, like my certifications, and go up to another school district up north and then get a teaching spot up there as well, assuming they are hiring. And in this day and age, you can always look before you even move up to those areas. So, desire to benefit the future, desire for my own personal growth, and desire for the future growth as well are the three core reasons why I decided to do a master's in teaching with English. The other element to it is that English is basically a universal subject that you can go anywhere, mind you, any state, and it'll still be effective. I wanted to do social studies, but then I was thinking, if I ever decide to move out of state, well, that social studies isn't going to help in New York. It's not going to help over in Pennsylvania or California. But English will. Mathematics would also, but honestly, I'm not that great at mathematics, some of the higher caliber stuff. So English would be more my forte, if you will. So yeah, to all those that voted, your opinion also counted for a bit as well. But truthfully, I knew what I wanted to lock in about 2 days ago. But I was reassuring myself and getting myself really hyped up to go ahead and know for 100% certainty. And that's what I did last night. And it worked out perfectly. It's a beautiful tree. It's a beautiful plaza area. Honestly, though the trip cost $20 more than what I anticipated, I made up for it by going over to a waffle and chicken shop, then going to Meehan's, which I would have probably spent like $50, $60 for that meal for. Instead, I spent 22 bucks on, and truthfully, it was so freaking good. I'm still enjoying my coffee. And coming to one of my favorite spots ever since I was a child, and getting to see all from my past has been amazing to do. And when I combine my career path of going into teaching and my education path of going down master's in teaching with my work-life balance that's going to be coming up, yeah, I'm really happy with it all. And then the best part of all, my family life as well. Getting to bring you guys along, getting to bring Tiffany and Lil into the next stage of our family's growth. It's amazing. And all throughout the year, I have been substituting to try to go ahead and figure out how I could go ahead and go about it. What could I do? All that. And I know I could probably go ahead and get into a teaching spot just by passing another SOE, Statement of Eligibility exam, for social studies with my professional certification from Valencia Educare Prep Institute. But at the same time, I wanted the master's in teaching to solidify to the school that, yeah, he's serious about teaching. Then after that, we're going to move on to the next stage, because I'm not done yet, okay? We're going to move on to a doctorate in education. That's right. We're going to move on to a doctorate. And the reason why, okay, is because, one, I can get a master's and a doctorate in the state of Florida for the price as well as one master's program from Penn State University. Yeah, believe that, if you will. I know, it sounds quite far-fetched, but it's true. Penn State is about 30 grand plus. Florida master's programs and stuff are about 12 to 15,000. So that is where cost-wise it comes in. So I will not be accumulating as much debt. Okay? That also works out so well. I wonder what people think right now about the weirdo just talking to the camera. Maybe they're used to it up here. I don't know. Either way, that is my plan. Master's in teaching, doctorate in education, and at the same time, I have now until basically summer to do one more thing. To study my butt off on those study guides that I have to do a statement of eligibility test for social studies. I love social studies. I love history. I love economics, all that stuff. So I'm going to be working my butt off to also go ahead and get ready to take the next statement of eligibility exam, which will be social studies. That's right. And then once I graduate my master's in teaching with the English, then I will hold an English SOE as well. I will be qualified for. So as you can see, I will hold a business education, an English, and a social studies. I will have three ways of finding a job. And there we go. Versus just one with the computer science. So as you can see, this diversification of my options is going to prove really, really well. And will work out to be the best. What's funny is I don't even know what's going on behind me, to be honest. Hello, sir. But yeah, that is basically the future of what is to be. And I'm gonna start it off with one thing. Better health. I didn't eat anything on the way up, and honestly, I should have had like a little snack with me for in the car. And that was my fault. And chicken and waffles, come on, I got the protein from the chicken, and I got a little bit of sweetness from the syrup in the waffle, just to get me a little boost back up. And then for dinner, I don't know what we'll have. We'll figure that out. But what I do know is that it's going to involve some greens, like some salad. Yeah, I'm pretty sure, because I do not want any more syrup. That's for sure. But guys, as of right now, it is 3:30. If we leave now, we should be back by 5:30, 6 o'clock. Let's go ahead. Let's get going home. Back down to Winter Garden. And let's go have a good night. After all, what can I say? It's been an amazing day. That's for sure. And truthfully, this has been a great area to go ahead and do this. To make these announcements for plans that are settled in. And one other thing, assuming I do not get into UCF for some bizarre reason, which I don't even know why I wouldn't, I will be looking at a couple of other schools as well. So, yeah, I still got other options too when it comes to that. But Penn State, as great as an opportunity as it would be for a computer science professional, somebody that wants to take their career to that next level, I will be foregoing that in exchange for pursuing teaching. professional certification from Valencia, paid for by the Federal Pell Grant Program. UCF for the Master's in Teaching, otherwise there'll be another Florida institution. And then finally, a doctorate degree. And there we go. In the meantime, I'll be looking at different teaching spots that are open and hitting apply for ones that have business ed. Talking with schools that don't have a business ed program to see if I can get in with them and establish one as well. But yeah, those are my goals right now. And truthfully, I'm excited for them. But what starts is getting the health in order and then going from there. Guys, let's go ahead. Let's get out of Saint Augustine. We've had an amazing day up here. But now, it's time to get back home. Back to Winter Garden. And back to a beautiful girl. That is for sure. But before I do, it does look good. I think that there's one other girl that should know. Hey. Tiff?
Yes.
All right, so I have made up my mind, and now I'm at the part in the video where I'm talking about it.
Oh, okay.
I will be foregoing, I will not be doing the Penn State University computer science degree. Instead, I will be doing the Master's in Teaching, either from UCF or another Florida school where we will keep the costs down, and then we can go ahead and secure the doctorate and the Master's for the same price as what the Penn State degree would have been.
Oh, okay.
So that is where we are at.
All right.
And in the meantime, I will also, since that program will be an English course, okay? I will be studying up until those programs start for my statement of eligibility exam in social studies to go ahead and get that SOE qualification. So I will have a business education one already.
Yes.
I will be preparing for a social studies one.
Yeah.
And then in 2 years' time, I will be able to do English as well. So I will have 3 different subject opportunities for teaching.
No, that'll work, yes. Yeah. Yeah, if they don't have one open, you have 2 others.
But additionally, what I'm also going to do is I'm still going to be looking at schools that don't have a business ed program and talking to their administration about starting one up too.
Yes.
So that's another way that I can go ahead and get my foot in the door.
All right.
Introduce it as a low-cost course that can be offered to the kids, and there we go. As a first-year teacher, my salary won't be high. So really, and the kids, most of them already have school-issued laptops, so we don't need to create a computer lab. All I would need is just some tables or desk, and there you go, in the room. So yeah, I think that that could work as well. But
I see on that. I could see that definitely working out for you.
now, the other part too is, I was discussing earlier in the video, is the family work-life aspect, to where we're gonna take the AdSense revenue over the course of a year, hold it in saving, okay? And then at the end of the year, do a small mini trip somewhere else and lead into an out-of-state one. That will be
Okay.
another aspect. Because
Yeah.
students do get off from school as well. Okay?
Yeah.
But between that and a few other things, and little mini trips, if you will, within the state to different cities that we can do, that we can also look at.
No, I would like to definitely start doing that.
That way we can go ahead and have more quality family time.
Yeah, definitely. Especially after a whole year of almost hardly doing a dang thing.
Exactly.
It feels like it's been a year, but I know it's been like half a year.
Now, the final element, and this I haven't even told you about on the camera, okay? The final element is going to be once we establish that I am back to one job, then we will be getting Disney back. Once I have one job and it pays for all the bills plus, then we will reintroduce Disney.
Okay.
All right?
Yeah.
That is the final step. So we have a good plan laid out, okay?
No, that is actually.
All right, I'm gonna let you go. I'm gonna finish and I'm gonna wrap up here and then start heading back, okay?
Okay, we can talk more later.
Yep, I love you.
Love you too.
And by the way, I'm really happy with all this.
Yeah?
Yeah, absolutely.
Good. I'm glad.
And these plans, as I put it, there's a stake in the ground and they're nailed in.
Okay.
All right?
All right.
All right, love you.
Love you too.
Guys, let's go ahead, let's get going, and let's get the heck out of here, and let's get back to Winter Garden. We know what we want, we know how to get it. Now, we just gotta go for it. That's the important part. Let's get going. Let's get back home. We got about, don't even remind me how long of a trip we got. Let's do it.
But I know we won't give this up. Sometimes I lose my mind, and some days it's hard to find the reason why you stay by my side.